You're good?
All right. So we have our April 23rd planning board meeting. We are starting at 7:03. So to get started, we will salute the flag.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
Ms. White is on Zoom.
Okay. So the first thing that we have here is a lot line adjustment. So we have Kenneth A. Dunn and Aaron Manzi of Newton request a lot line adjustment between their properties at 14 and 20 Chase Road. So the lots referenced are tax map 11, block 2, lot 5, and tax map 11, block 2, lot 2. Hi.
Good evening. Dennis Quintal to represent the applicants here. Mr. Dunn is here. Mr. Manzi was tied up tonight. He couldn't make it, but so his, Mr. Dunn's lot is 1125, which is the big lot. It goes around. It has, it's number 20 Chase Road, and that has 8 acres of land. And the Manzi lot, which is 1122, is the smaller lot, which part of it is in front of Mr. Dunn's house here. Parcel A is what I was pointing to. And parcel A, well, Mr. Manzi's lot is 3.4 acres. Parcel A is 1.22 acres, and so the objective of this lot line adjustment is to transfer parcel A, the 1.22 acres, here, and we show dashed lines for the lines to be eliminated, and that parcel A, 1.22 acres, will be added to Mr. Dunn's property, which he'll wind up with 9.226, or rounded off to 9.23 acres, and the Manzi property will be subtracting the 1.22 from 3.41, and you wind up with his new lot of over 2 acres, still over 2 acres, 2.19. So we did the perimeter survey, and we show all the butters on the plan, and we've identified the edge of wetlands on the site, and we also had Jim Gove conduct a high-intensity survey because we needed to prove that the Manzi lot, which is being reduced, has the proper enough soils to meet the requirements of at least one lot. And so if you look at the calculation on the left-hand side of the plan, you'll see that high-intensity soil survey shows that lot 1122 will wind up with the soils equal to 1.4 lots. So that's the calculation that we have to use to prove that there's enough soils on that lot to substantiate at least one lot. So we couldn't reduce it more than 0.4 acres for 0.4 lots to get below one lot. Otherwise, it wouldn't make a complete lot based on soils. So we show the buildings, the wells, the septic systems on both lots. So what we do need to do is we need to have Mr. Gove stamp the plan. We need to have the surveyor, where his stamp is at the top of the page, we need to have him sign his plan. He's okay with it, and he said he'd be more than willing to sign the Mylar when the time comes. The boundary line that we're creating, the left side of parcel A, there's an existing bound on the bottom side, and we're going to have to put in a new bound at the top of that parcel, part of parcel A. So we do have to set that bound. So like I said, we need the surveyor's stamps, we have to set the bound, and we need to have the Mylar for recording. So other than that, that's pretty simple as far as lot line adjustment is concerned, and I guess I can answer any questions that you have.
Sure. Is there any comments or questions from the board?
So the lot that got reduced is still
It's still 1.4 lots,
lots?
based on soils. So if you look at the soils
Yeah,
for that lot, it could make 1.4
4
lots.
lots, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's based on soil type. So if there was poor soils in most of that, then it would be reduced to, if it got reduced to
Right.
less than 1 lot, then we couldn't do it.
yeah,
We
right.
have to make sure that it's at least 1 lot based on soil type. And that's the calculations we have to do according to the regulations for.
Mr. Eddy, Ms. White has her hand up.
Yes, Barbara.
Barbara?
Okay,
Did we lose her?
she just disappeared. While she's working back in, let you know that this doesn't require a public hearing as of changes made by the board last year, and where it's not creating any new lots, it's not really pro forma because there are 3 conditions that I would recommend. One is to set new bounds, supply Mylars, and when they're completed, they need to supply us with the new deeds. Because the assessor can't change the tax maps until new deeds come in. And since it's past April 1st, they have basically until March 1st of next year to get the new deeds in.
Okay.
When you say set new bounds, not just the one up top that they're talking? Or like the ones that they found, are those all right to leave, or do they get replaced?
That's a boilerplate on lot line adjustments, is they set new bounds if there's a point that they don't have a proper bound in, they will set new bounds for
Yep.
the new points.
Any
Ms.
sign of
White is
Barbara?
coming back in.
Oh, there she is. She's connecting audio.
Give her a second.
There she is.
Ms. White, if you unmute,
There she is.
okay. Her camera's working.
Yep.
For a minute.
All right, well, we'll see if she raises her hand.
Barbara, did you have a question?
You're on mute if,
There you go. Oh,
Nope, she's muted now.
That only lasted for a second.
Technology.
Call it
well,
progress.
Zoom just did an update, so button might be in a different place now. All right, well, she has a question, she can speak up. Is there anybody from the public on the meeting, Jim, or? Not a lot of people from the public here?
No.
Okay.
well, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the lot line adjustment because it falls under zoning board regulations that it'll keep both lots where they need to be, requiring, as Mr. Quintel said, one having the 1.4 acres for a lot size, being reduced, and the other one, of course, is just expanding, which is already. And we will add the,
The three, was it the Mylars, the,
the Mylar and the other couple
Sure.
of things, resetting the boundary, and what was the other one, Jim?
Supplying new deeds when they're available.
Yes.
I'll second that.
And I will use, if you don't mind, I'll use the boilerplate of, that it's within the purview of the planning board.
Right.
I'll add the aspect of it's to, and that it would do substantial justice.
Yep.
Okay.
Barbara?
so that was, okay.
I don't know if she can even-
That was seconded by Jim.
Second.
Okay.
She's not gonna be able to vote.
Okay.
Can call her.
Ms. White's usually the first person. Mr. Ryan,
Aye.
Mr. Marshon,
Aye.
Mr. Papachristus,
Aye.
Mr. Gibbons,
Aye.
Ms. White. If you're an aye, you can just raise your hand. Okay, Mr. Eddy,
Aye.
that's unanimous. And Mr. Eddy, I assume that you put Mr. Gibbons in for Ms. Burke?
Yes.
That's unanimous. Oh. No, wrong.
No.
Still no response from Ms. White.
Looks like she's muted now. The mic's on.
No, I'm here now.
Okay.
There you are.
I had no sound before. I don't know what happened.
Well, we can hear you now.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. White, are you a yay or a nay?
Tell me what I'm voting on.
The lot line adjustments.
A lot,
Yes, it's yes.
very good. So that will be counted in the vote, but it's still unanimous.
All right.
Great, thank you very much. I won't
Thank you,
hold you up
Dennis.
anymore tonight. Thank you.
Good luck, Mr. Dunn.
Okay. Next up, we have our board business. Do we have a motion for accepting the meeting minutes of April 9th?
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Second.
Written.
Okay. Who moved that, Mr. Ryan? Oh, Mr.
Made the
Papa.
motion.
Okay. Ms. White,
Aye.
Mr. Ryan,
Aye. Mine says
Mr. Marshon,
Aye.
Mr. Papandreas, sorry, Papachristus,
aye.
Mr. Gibbons,
Aye.
Mr. Eddy.
Aye.
That's unanimous.
All right. Next up, we have the NPREA Manifest. Let's see, so we have.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
Okay, have a night. Looks like we have a balance of, or the total of $196.51.
I sent that out to everybody yesterday.
Motion to approve.
Second, this is Barbara.
Okay. Ms. White,
Aye.
Mr. Ryan,
Aye.
Mr. Marshon,
Aye.
Mr. Papachristus,
Aye.
Mr. Gibbons,
Aye.
Mr. Eddy.
Aye.
That's unanimous.
Is there something we have to do on the second page of this?
Excuse me?
Is there something on the second page for this, or is it just the
For the,
line item here? For the NPREA? I was just seeing this amount here on the second page.
This is one, and that's the slip that goes with that. It's,
This is the amount I read off.
no. It auto-calculates. I didn't look at it. I will, at the end of the meeting, I will get the correct amount. I mean,
Which one do you think's correct?
it's off by a penny. I don't know why, but it should be 196.50 instead of 196.51.
Okay.
That's what we voted.
I'll fix that, but I mean,
Is that the one we voted on?
yeah,
That's fine.
for some reason the sheet's off by a
Yeah.
penny.
I could change in the car for you if you need.
So, Mr. Eddie, you don't have to sign that one. I'll print a fresh one.
All right, so the third item we have here is the performance guarantee. So we discussed the bond amounts for the site reclamation and landscaping for the proposed residential units and roadway on lots 14-1-27-3, 14-1-27-6, 14-1-27-7, 14-1-1-1, and 14-1-2. So, in the email that came back from Mr. McNally,
You got it?
thank you. It sounds like, well, essentially, we were looking to have him verify the bond amount, and he's
Right, and you
essentially
had,
saying-
I gave everybody the email thread between Mr. Moran and Mike Vignali, the town engineer, where he gave a response to Mr. Mr. Moran's questions.
However, at the bottom, it looks like the chairman said, "Are you okay with us asking the applicant to provide backup information supporting their unit cost?"
Yeah.
So I don't know if Dennis is comfortable with approving those figures.
That's all that Mr. Moran sent me. He sent me a copy of the emails.
Yeah.
Is this time sensitive?
That came in,
No, but I'm saying, is this something we should wait for Dennis on, or?
that's up to, it can be moved to the next agenda. However, the developer is looking for his notice of decision, and the notice of decision can't be sent out with blanks.
Yeah, because the question that he asked really never got answered in this return email. He said, are you okay with us asking the applicant to provide backup information? But he never addressed that.
That's actually, it works the other way around because the engineer works for the board. I think it was more of a courtesy with saying, are you okay?
Yeah,
The board can request that information of an applicant at any point. You don't need the town engineer's permission.
Looks like Mike's usually averages $10,000 an acre on restoration.
yeah, and then they added 25%.
Right. So I think, looking at the way the numbers work, like
Yeah.
he said to him, don't worry about each unit.
Yeah.
The unit's just there to kind of give him something, but,
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's talking, yeah.
Looks like
essentially
he-
talking ballpark.
right, looks like he's got enough covered there. If, what are we talking, 10 acres, 12 acres? to restore at 125, almost 125,000 bucks.
The top one is actually April 11th, and the bottom one is April 10th. The times are confusing me, so if you look at the dates, one's April 10th, one's
Right.
April 11th, so
Right,
the answer.
that was the answer.
The answer was on top, right?
We could go with Mike's. If Mike's
Yeah,
okay with it, you know,
think we
he knows
more or
more
less
about it than I do, but,
Got our answer here, but if you guys want to wait, then.
yeah, that's our options. Either trust this guy's judgment or ask to provide more backup information.
You can do either.
What is the impact if we wait for backup information? They get pushed out as far as,
Well, technically, your notice of decision is supposed to be available within 72 hours. This one's still sitting in my computer because it needs to say, can't be printed with blanks in it.
oh,
I'll make the motion to approve it.
I'll second it.
Who is the second? Thank you. And the motion would say, Mr. Marchand moved to set the performance guarantees at $137,314.
And 70 cents.
71 cents.
Well, I rounded it up. 313.7.
Plus the landscape.
For the reclamation performance guarantee and $53,665.25.
Correct.
For the landscaping guarantee, the latter needing to be in place for 2 years after the project is completed.
Make it so.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. White,
Aye.
Mr. Ryan,
Aye.
Mr. Marchand,
Aye.
Mr. Papachristis,
Aye.
Mr. Gibbons,
Aye.
and Mr. Eddy.
Aye.
That's unanimous.
All right. That was the last item on the agenda.
One last thing before you adjourn, reminding people, about a week ago, I sent an email out about the upcoming New Hampshire Office of Planning and Development Spring Planning and Zoning Conference. It's free, it's a virtual conference, and they have a track specifically for planning board,
What are the dates?
and that is on May 11th from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m.
So even if you can't go on it that day, if you sign up for it, they'll send you the link so that you can watch it at your leisure
okay, yeah,
at
yeah.
another time.
Right.
So that way there you can go right into your mail, click on it. It'll send you directly to the YouTube link to be able to view it, so you don't have to, because it can be a pain to try to go into YouTube and then pull it up yourself in order to watch it. And then once you do that, you could watch it at like a couple hours increments. You know what I mean? So you don't have to sit there for that entire time to do it. That's how, after my first year, that's how I started doing it. It makes it a lot more palatable to be able to take in all that information too. You're not trying to choke it all down at once.
They also will be producing, I'm assuming, because what they always have in the past, is a booklet that goes with it that is available to the office afterwards.
Yeah.
And if people request, I will actually print out the booklet for them.
So you sign up, and then you'll get the link to,
They'll email you the link.
Yeah.
They'll say, we saw that you signed up, but you were unable to attend. Here's the link so that you can view it.
And what exactly is it, Jim, again?
Excuse me?
What exactly is it again?
It goes through in the morning, it's usually the basics of being a board member, and then,
No, what is the heading? What is it?
oh, it's
I don't have that on my agenda, so I'm,
I'll resend the email
Okay.
after tonight's
Yeah.
meeting.
That'd be good.
I'm not sure what we're
And
talking
it
about.
has the link for you to sign up yourself. Whenever possible, please use your planning board email. And Mr. Marchand is right. Usually if you attended and you start at 8:30, by about noon, your brain is, medium rare. If you stay until 3:30, it's gonna be well done, you're gonna be out of it.
I don't have an email address.
I was gonna speak to you at the end of the meeting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when you sign up for these things, what it does, it'll ask you, it wants to know your name, and then it will ask you what your position is.
Yeah.
So that you'll put in planning board, Newton, and then that's why your email address for the planning board is important, because that's what you're gonna put in.
Right.
And that's where they'll send you the link.
Mr. Papachristos doesn't have a Newton email yet. I have to sign him up for that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And I've gotta get Mr. Ryan's fixed.
Yeah, but you're sending it to my email stuff.
Right, I've been sending it to
But we
your
really need to sign up. with-
Gmail account.
But we need to sign up for this on the Town of Newton email, right? So,
Does it matter?
or does it
No,
matter?
you can sign up for this using your personal
Oh, okay.
email account.
Yes, I know I did it last year, so I know, I'm
Right.
pretty sure it was my regular email address,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't see the recommendations that you made for the lot line change.
I didn't do a sheet because
Oh.
there were, unless somebody, sort of like a wedding, unless somebody can give just cause for not doing it,
Oh,
it's done.
oh, okay. Okay,
On instances like that where no lots are created, if they're doing a lot line adjustment to create it and creating a new lot at the same time, that's a different story.
yeah. Okay, I just wasn't sure if my stuff was incomplete. Okay,
That's why this was taken off of the list of things requiring public hearings. Because it's, neighbor might object to, well, yeah, but he's not giving me any land. Okay, you're the other neighbor. That's not a grounds for objection.
Yeah, the only people it affects are the people swapping the land.
parties
That's
involved,
it.
yeah.
Right.
But the big thing is the new deeds, because the assessor can't change the assessment cards until there are new deeds. And Mr. Eddie, when you're ready, you call the time for the
All right,
adjournment.
ready to
I,
adjourn? Oh,
hang on just one sec. This is Barbara. I just want to let you know that I will not be at the May 14th meeting.
Oh, no, you'll be here.
No, I cannot, sorry.
Well, I hope you're gonna be enjoying yourself somewhere.
Thank you.
Thanks, Barbara.
All right, with that, we can adjourn at 7:32.
Thank you.
And I